My Pokemon, my trading card people, what the fuck is up? I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic today. I got a absolutely banger of a video lined up for you guys. I just want to run a couple of things really quick before we start and get actually into the main topic of the video. I do owe you guys an explanation. I did not post a YouTube video, a single YouTube video last week, and it was because it was finals week. I am a senior in college, and it was basically, is my mic on? It's on. It was basically the worst week of my life. It was horrible. I had so much work to do. I had no time to put into trading card plug at all, and I'm so sorry, but we are back. We are in the full swing of things again. I was posting all day today on my social media, and that brings me into the second thing I have to run through before we actually start the video is my social media. Guys, my social media is where you are going to get all of the up-to-date information. YouTube videos I use is basically an opportunity to make a longer form video, explain things, give you guys better information in better detail. But my social media is where you guys are going to get all of the up-to-date Pokemon news, product and set releases, things like that. Okay, now moving on to the main part of the video. These are 3 types of Pokemon cards that you guys need to pay attention to in 2021. Number 1 is staff cards. So according to Pokebeach.com, Pokemon sellers in the United Kingdom and Europe basically got a notice from their distributors saying that we're not going to produce any more staff pre-release promo cards after Vivid Voltage. So they're being absolutely discontinued in Europe, confirmed. And listen, there is no reason to believe that they will not be discontinued in the United States as well. With that said, I really think we need to keep our eye on any staff pre-release promo, not just the Vivid Voltage Charizard, which is crazy right now. If you're bored, look up the prices after you watch this video. The prices on that are crazy. So if you can find another underpriced one, definitely cop it because it's only going to come up. But any staff pre-release promo may become more popular within the hobby, and staff pre-release promos, staff promos in general, are going to become more popular of a niche within the hobby as they are being discontinued. Nobody is going to have a new pre-release promo card, a staff pre-release promo card, my apologies, after Vivid Voltage is done printing. Guys, one thing that you do have to understand if you are trying to flip Pokemon cards, or if you do flip Pokemon cards, you have to understand consumer behavior. Listen, forbidden fruit always tastes the sweetest. Collectors cannot get any new staff promo cards, so they're going to want more staff promo cards. They're going to want all of these staff promo cards that they can find, so prices are going to come up. This niche within the hobby is going to get more attention. Understand consumer behavior. Forbidden fruit does taste the sweetest. Moving on to number 2, we have error cards. So I have heard a lot more talk about error cards within the hobby as of late, or within the community recently, within the past month and a half, I would say. Error cards are so specific, they're so unique. Honestly, I love them. I think they're super cool. I've always loved the idea that error cards are like a recognized thing within the Pokemon community, within the hobby. Like if you get an error card graded by PSA, it will say error card on the slab. I think that's super cool. And my main reasoning behind putting error cards on my list to watch for 2021, besides the fact that they are so unique and I personally do love them, is because, like I said, I'm generally hearing more talk about them within the community. And when I say within the community, I mean like online, like Pokebeach.com, PokeGuardian, social media in general, looking up trending hashtags within the Pokemon hobby. Also, Leonhardt just did a video on the no symbol jungle, excuse me, oh my god, no symbol jungle error card. Actually, yo, that's crazy. I have one right here that was sitting out. Camera, maybe? I don't know. Fuck it. But this is the Clefable no symbol error. But he opened a bunch of packs that were it had the holofoil. The holofoil was going to be a no symbol card. It was super cool. But yeah, that video came out like a week ago. So in the Pokemon card market, a lot of what changes the price is how much attention a single card is getting, or how much people want the card. I call this basically the hype that the card has. Now, don't get me wrong. Things like population reports, pull rates for a certain set, things like that have a big effect on the price of the card market in general. But I really never hear anybody talking about the hype for different cards, or the demand from the collectors, or things like that. Those all change the Pokemon card market, prices of single cards. Honestly, I think more than population reports or things like that. And honestly, people need to talk more about cards that have hype, or cards that have a lot of demand, because population reports, those are easy. You can go look the numbers up. Everybody has the same information. But once we start speculating, once we start thinking a little more about things like consumer behavior, we are going to be able to predict cards that are going to go up in the future just on things like this, like noticing that more people are becoming interested in error cards, or staying up to date on Pokemon news and knowing that staff pre-release promo cards are going to be discontinued within the next year. Obviously, tying error cards together, the hype is here. More hype is coming for error cards, so pay more attention to them. My third and final type of Pokemon card is actually a collective of 4 different sets, and I'm going to read those off to you now. Diamond and Pearl, Stormfront, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Black and White. So now you may ask, what do these sets all have in common? So all these sets are about 10 to 15 years old, and that is known to be the time where Pokemon cards or the overall set value is going to increase. So the rule of thumb, the 10 to 15 year rule of thumb, came from someone who I talked to who worked in a trading card store, and that was what they were taught basically when they were like training for the job. Now, I do not know the exact reason why people have this rule of thumb, but I do have some ideas. First, people who grew up on sets like Diamond and Pearl, Stormfront, Black and White, they are now 10 to 15 years older. So the set is 10 to 15 years older, and so are the people. So what does this mean? Those people are 10 to 15 years older. They have their own income. They have their own money to spend. And those people that are going to get back into Pokemon cards are going to want to buy the sets that they know and that they recognize from when they were kids. Listen, as demand grows for sets, supply is going to shrink because they are out of print and prices are going to go up. Also, 10, 15, 20 years is approaching the vintage area. So these cards are getting older and older. They're starting to become more... I'm getting a call. Hold on, I'm sorry. These cards are becoming vintage. These are becoming older cards. And listen, going back to consumer behavior, nostalgia sells. People are going to want to buy the cards that they not played with, but that they possessed as a kid, that they played the game with as a kid. There you go. But I'm saying these cards that they remember from their childhood are going to be the ones that they want to buy, not the modern set that they don't give a fuck about, that they've never heard before because they're just getting back into Pokemon cards. Guys, to wrap things up, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. And now I do want to throw a quick disclaimer out there. These 3 types of Pokemon cards, these are just things that are on my mind right now that I am looking at, starting to pay more attention to. And I think that they have a lot of growth. They have a lot of room for growth, I should say, in the year 2021. Guys, 2021 is going to be a huge year for Pokemon cards. I cannot wait to see what is in store. We already have 2 amazing sets confirmed that are going to be released in 2021, and I will be putting out more videos on those sets within the coming weeks. Thank you so much again for sticking around, letting me plug you up with this video, with this information. If you like what you saw, like the fucking video, and other than that, ring that bell, hit the subscribe button if you want, maybe even throw a comment down below because that does help. It does help. And have a great day, guys. Peace.